I'm the owner of Fitness for 10, partner of Fitness for 10. I'm here for our series with Dr. Nario of Biointegrative Health Center in Reno, and we've had some requests for more cholesterol information. So we're going to call this cholesterol part 2. Hello, doctor. Welcome.
Hi, Steve. How are you?
Good. Good to see you again. So let's expand on this a little bit. The natural approach. Is there a natural approach to help with our cholesterol, to help improve it? What can we do?
Yeah, well, the thing that we had recently with our first episode about cholesterol, we suddenly had a surge of interest about telling them a little bit more about this and how to lower down these levels. And it seems like it's a very prominent problem out there. So let me go back to your question. Let's expand on the natural approaches on how to improve our cholesterol levels. Well, the first thing here is always on top of our list is, as we all know, exercise. And exercise, as I can define it to our patients, be doing cardio, doing weights, muscle resistance training, anything that increases your heart rate to burn more calories is defined as exercise. And this would lead to lowering cholesterol in good ways. For example, exercise is known to improve your good cholesterol, which is the HDL, and it moves your good cholesterol faster to remove more fat out of the system. And as always, Batman and Robin, or even Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, they have partners. And the best partner for exercise is always diet. And as we all know, diet is the food that we eat to fuel our bodies. And what we put in our mouths can make or break our cholesterol levels.
Okay, so let's talk about what we put in our mouth, the diet that we eat. Can you expand on that? I mean, can that really have a significant impact on what our cholesterol level is in our health in that area as far as, lipids? So what about what we eat?
Well, Steve, basically eating is a common activity that we do every day. And this is the way on how we put energy and nourishment in our system through, of course, orally or through the mouth. And sometimes we take this activity for granted. Why? Because we make wrong choices. For example, fast food is out there, basically the Western diet, as we term it to be. The fast life that forces us to be in this situation. The misinformation about healthy and what is not healthy food for us. And most of the time, I consider there are two factors related to eating that we have to consider and we are applying every day in our lives. Number one is dieting. Dieting meaning is a special course of food that we consume in relation to certain restrictions either to lose weight or for medical conditions. A good example for you would be the more common ones would be paleo diet, keto diet, Atkins, South Beach. These are special diets that people undergo. And then another one is the specific food that we eat, meaning any nutritious substance that we eat or drink to maintain life and growth. So those are the two factors related to eating.
Okay, so I know that everyone's different. I certainly know you and I have talked about it. I'm different, and how my body responds to what I eat is different than a lot of people. But in general, is there a diet out there that is, if someone's interested in improving their cholesterol, is there a specific diet that you've seen work more than others?
Good question. That is a good question, Steve. There are actually two diets that had stood out to be proven to lower cholesterol or improve cholesterol levels with medical evidence. Number one would be the Mediterranean diet. I'm sure you've heard of this before, but let me elaborate a little bit more. This is high intake of vegetables, fruits, bread and other cereal grains, along with potatoes, legumes, nuts, and seeds. And the reason for that is you have an intake of what we call monounsaturated fatty acids with extra virgin olive oil. and nuts. So the primary fat content in this specific diet is only 15 to 20%. And animal product intake, such as meat, poultry, fish, dairy, and eggs, are low to moderate. And wine is included in moderation. So let me underline wine. It's not beer, not vodka, not scotch, but wine. And also, the extra virgin olive oil has enhanced this diet to decrease cholesterol panels and even the expression of genetics. That's how powerful this diet is. It goes into the genes to stop the creation of these bad cholesterols. And this is the secret of all Italians, I guess. And I probably just described the basic Italian diet, the healthy Italian diet. And the number two that has been proven medically is the vegetarian diet. So its name on studies is called portfolio diet. The highlight of this diet is having soluble fibers, nuts, soy protein, and plant sterols. It has shown to lower bad cholesterol, and by adding the plant sterols that I just mentioned with fiber and other or more selections of plant-based nutrition enhances and improve the cholesterol profiles of this diet.
Okay, so no vodka, no beer, no scotch, which is a type of whiskey. How about whiskey?
Even that.
No,
I'm just
no,
talking about in the study. Basically, wine was the one tested.
no rum, no tequila.
Maybe you can start a study for that, and then we can present.
Boy, that might not be a healthy study. So, what about different food selections? Is there any evidence on different types of food selection that could be effective? If there's just a certain type of food that we may want to eat to make a positive benefit or benefit our cholesterol, is there anything?
Yes, there is. Let's start with the basic accessible food choices for everybody. Now, this is where everybody should probably bring out their pens and paper to write it down. Number one, sesame seeds. Sesame seeds or even oils, at least 40 grams per day, had proven to lower bad cholesterol. It prevents intestinal absorption and also increased bile secretion of extra cholesterol in our bodies. The study actually showed 50 grams a day of sesame powder for 5 weeks had actually led to 5% decrease in total cholesterol and also 10% decrease in bad cholesterol. Another one would be fermented soy. When I say soy, you have to be, I guess, knowledgeable about GMO sources. That's why I'm talking about organic sources of soy. And the amount should be around 30 to 50 grams per day. This dose had shown it can lower down total cholesterol to almost 9%, with bad cholesterol going down with it almost 4 to 12%, and even triglycerides to about 10%. And there's some slight increase in also in your good cholesterol. The reason for that is it decreases the fat absorption through the fiber and also what we call the isoflavones, genistein, and also the phytoestrogens. The greatest reduction seen, as we all can be seeing this in protein shakes, is the soy protein. Next one is flaxseed. Flaxseed is actually one that's also known to reduce total cholesterol and also bad cholesterol by almost 5 to 15%, and also triglycerides by almost 30%. Again, it does not apply to flaxseed oil. It has to be the flax seed. And for the reason that it has fiber and we call lignans. It also is a good anti-inflammatory supplement or nutrient, and it requires almost 14 to 40 grams per day. And another one is pomegranate seed or juice. This one has proven to actually increase your good cholesterol, and also the suggestive dose would be at least 6 ounces per day if you're going to be doing the juice, or if you want the seeds, at least 1/4 cup 2 times a day to decrease even the cholesterol plaques that accumulates on your carotids. And that's pretty significant if you think about it. But I want to warn you that when you take the juice, you have to be cautious about the glucose or sugar. So for diabetics, I wouldn't suggest that. you probably should be going for the seeds. And lastly, the MUFAs, or the monounsaturated fatty acid. And we just mentioned about this a while ago in the Mediterranean diet, and it's known as the EVO, or extra virgin olive oil. And along with this are nuts as well that actually lowers your bad cholesterol and even your triglycerides and increases your good cholesterol. And this also had been proven to reduce the incidence of strokes, heart attacks, almost by 30%, according to that study that I mentioned a while ago. Suggestion, 3 to 4 tablespoons or 30 to 40 grams per day of extra virgin olive oil. And the best effect can be seen if you combine it with omega-3 fatty acids. So get that organic French bread, dip it in your extra virgin olive oil, and eat away. And chug that extra virgin olive oil when you're done.
I do that. So if you weren't taking notes on that last question, there was a lot of details. Thank you, doctor. Feel free to watch this again and take notes if you need to, or just write down the things that because this is just watch it again. Now, you brought up one last thought from me. You talked about sesame seeds.
Yeah.
And you talked about some of the oils. Now, I take sesame seed oil every day. Is that different, or is that going to be a benefit? I know there's benefits of sesame seed oil, but is it different than the sesame seeds?
No, it's actually one of the ones that actually has proven to be effective also. So it's seeds and oils. So those are the best ones, really.
Because you said the other oil wasn't as effective, but you're saying the sesame seed oil is effective.
No, they're both. They're both are effective. Yeah.
Yeah, because I take sesame seed oil, a teaspoon probably 3 times a day.
Yeah, there you go. And add some EVO in there for good measure.
EVO, okay. All right, so everyone, that's Dr. Nario, Biointegrative Health Center in Reno. You can look them up online. Thanks again, doctor. We'll see you next week, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Steve.